Alright, we connected with the wife for a bit, but yeah, we were going to actually get caught up on, the news.
I couldn't possibly shower thanks on you as enthusiastically as my wife has, but I am grateful for your assistance, officer.
He tries to play it cool, remain professional, but inside this man is itching for some news on those traps. Did you know Gary was hiding the armor? Hell no, I had no idea, and I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty or disloyalty are not one of them. Yeah, it's just being a fucking crypto-fascist. There he is. I think I didn't recognize at first that it said crypto-fascist because I was already dealing with cryptozoologists, so like the word just started the same way and was long, so I just kind of glanced past it. Thanks, the man mutters in the distance. He doesn't dare say more. So I checked all the traps. Good, okay. He breaks his calm. And one of them was empty. Completely empty. The cryptozoologist's eyes grow wide. Yes, there was nothing in the trap. No locust, no phasmid. No locust, but no phasmid. Either. That's not ideal, but... He rubs his chin. The old woman's face lights up. It just means the Insolentian phasmid is even more clever than we thought. She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them. Of course. The detective whispers to himself, more clever. Yes, the Phantasmodia picked off the locust and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure. His companion sighs. Another trip to the reeds. I don't know, it makes these two happy and the fascist unhappy, so maybe I shouldn't correct this behavior. I mean, they're old already. They've dedicated their life to this. I don't really think they're gonna, like, change gears to a different career. Let them have their fun, I guess. Somehow this is funding itself, I guess. Or they just already have the money. Still, though, it's not very scientific to reason backwards from a conclusion you want to be true. I appreciate your concern, officer, but please leave this to the experts, unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture. Yeah, the alternative was the idea that maybe the phasmid isn't real, but you're not willing to entertain anything that doesn't support you. Actually, no. His tone changes. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now and brought some great news, too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Society of Cryptozoologique de Revacol, is yours. Heartfelt gratitude, but does it feel like closure? What really happened? Thank you. It's an honor, he says with a straight face, then turns to you. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but... Damn it, Lieutenant, have you no intellectual curiosity? And also, I keep leveling up from doing this, so like that's helpful. Oh my god, I'm about to get a 4th point. Develop an alternate theory about the missing locusts. My interfacing skill is so high. I got a -1 for insulting Morel. Aw, he feels insulted. For questioning it. Considering the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken, most likely the hands of a young person, hands small enough to fit inside the trap too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Cuno. Ah, fuck. I think that little hooligan called Cuno may have stolen the locusts. Little hooligan? But what would a child want with bugs? A shadow of worry passes over the woman's face. Oh, my dear Morel, you've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects, almost as much as they love to torment old folks. I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up. Delinquents, my favorite. It doesn't sound like it's really his favorite. Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please let us know whenever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close. The man turns to his companions. Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me. After this is your last chance to talk to Gary. Really, Gary? The woman's voice is a little shaky suddenly. We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but... Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. He looks at his tea. Well, it's been fun, really. But I need a bath, and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run. No need to apologize, Gary. You've been more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through. So this is my last chance to talk to him. Yeah, that's his character model. It looks absolutely nothing like his portrait. It's like the only instance I've seen of that in this game, I think. Everyone else is like approximately their portrait.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law. I mean, officers.
No, he's unimportant. We're done with him.
Can I help you?
Gart, I found a new bird for the whirling. Give him the ruffled grouse. What is this thing? The man takes the stuffed bird. It's no biggie, I just thought it would help look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop. What, the interior decorating kind? He inspects the bird somewhat suspiciously, then mellows. You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird, a competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess? He hesitates. So, I don't know. Thank you? I'm gonna go with thank you. I feel good about our work here today. The lieutenant nods. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals. It's not actually about that, but he liked it. There we go. Yay, things that improve approval. Haha. Improval. Alright, Cuno, are you still out this time of night? It is getting late again. Each day feels shorter than the last somehow. The way that time passes is confusing. I think it only passes during conversations and not when you're in the world, which is like hyper counterintuitive. It's strange. It's different.
Cuno's like Cuno's dad. Cuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about any missing locusts. No, Cuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs. So he knows locusts are bugs. Oh my god. The little one seems distraught. I told you that shit is lame. Shut up, C. Now they're gonna take you into lame prison. What's this about? Deny everything, Cuno. You need to lawyer up. Cuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present. There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out. Oh yeah. Cuno doesn't fucking care. Yeah, well, get fucked. I already know where you keep your shit, so haha. I don't need to deal with Cuno's bullshit. What a first character to meet. That's not technically true. It's like the third character you meet. Still, what a character, Cuno. It's crawling with locusts in here. All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising, accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants. Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case. The lieutenant looks around, writes something in his notebook, and turns to you. Of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well. Yes, precisely what I was thinking. Yes, he nods. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough. You think the Insolentian phasmid's nearby? If anything, the presence of locusts points to the opposite. The phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Cuno. The phasmid doesn't exist. He shrugs. But what do I know? We should talk to Cuno about this, get him to stop. I'll let you handle the Cuno side of things. You're doing just fine. No one's doing fine with Cuno. It's impossible. But I am doing fine at doing side content in order to raise my level, in order to get a bunch of points to spend, in order to be able to reset white checks. So, that part's going alright, I guess.
Cuno's like Cuno's dad. Cuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
I know you took the locust from the traps the cryptozoologist set up. Yeah, he says slowly, meeting your gaze with sullen defiance. Cuno took the bug, so what? You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go and build a whole bug town. It's not a bug town, it's the city of locusts, he says, enunciating every syllable. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends. Stop, she wails from behind the fence, then buries her face in her hands. You stop. It's like they're fucking Night Locust City. Night City, City of Rage. There's a tug of war over the name of this fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort. City of Rage sounds like a cool place. Cuno, the pigs want to help you. That she moans. That's how lame it is. Please, just don't say you're an artist. He pushes his chest out. Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now. Did he just say I? Cuno usually calls Cuno Cuno. Nod. Making art is a worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself. Oh my god, Cuno, he's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Cuno. Yo, fuck you, see? Cuno can be what Cuno wants to be. Cuno's his own man. Cuno's free. He tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give way. Cuno made himself into Cuno. Cuno can make himself into anything. Cuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Cuno can make himself into a word that I don't feel like saying on camera. Cuno doesn't give a shit. Cuno... don't make yourself into a pig, Cuno. You'll have to take me away. A leaden silence fills the air. In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window. That depends on the choices you make, young girl. Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He's turned completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. You've got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist traps alone. I have to ask, what does the city of Locust mean? It doesn't mean anything. It's shit. Cuno just likes to focus. Cuno likes to concentrate on shit, build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck. He turns his burning face up to the falling rain. Pig, he finally says, lowering his gaze to meet yours. You really shouldn't have fucked with Cuno's city. Now it's all fucking lame. I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. The locusts are bait. I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit's all lame now. He turns towards the fence. C was right. The girl's face appears again above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Cuno. She doesn't know whether to be glad because Cuno finally is convinced of the lameness, or more worried because of his continued use of the first person singular. Cuno is Cuno, not I. Ah. What's gonna happen to the locusts? Cuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die. Okay, now that's settled, I better be off. The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? He asks before you leave. With the traps. The Insulindian phasmid. Huh. He mutters to himself. He recognizes the name. Wait, you know the Insulindian Phasmid? Bitches think Cuno doesn't know shit, he says angrily. The fuck out of here. Cuno tired of this shit. He knows about the Insulindian Phasmid. This is the weird cryptic way. Shut up. This is like the weird cryptid way to get inside Kuno's brain and finally like reason with him. Maybe is his interest in bugs. That might be the secret all along. Kind of fascinating. Unpacking this piece of shit.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with this kid, Cuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts. The cryptozoologist purses his lips. So it was just a child. He looks crestfallen. Thank you for telling us, sweetie. She turns to smile gently up at her husband. This is good news, right? It means we can try again. She acts chipper, but something's changed in her tone. A hidden worry. Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Cuno kid, or the missing locust, it's something else. Yes, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time, and then maybe we can... The aging cryptozoologist breaks into a hideous coughing fit. He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way. She looks at him with a tender concern. Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home. I wonder if he has a condition. Or if he even has a sickness that's more worrying. Like maybe she knows that and she's kind of playing along with this lie that's the core of their relationship. Because maybe he doesn't have a lot of time left or something. Would potentially extra explain why she was worried why he was gone for too long. You're right. You're right. He breathes carefully. Not to start coughing again. We can come back next season, when it's warmer. Damn it, maybe I can still restock the trap for you. You can? The lieutenant makes a show of suppressing a sigh. Fine, it's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast, but after this... He wants to see this tale through as much as you, otherwise he'd have stopped this already. But he cannot let it drag out after this. Really, it's too much, officer. He starts coughing again. What morale means is, we're grateful for your help. She nods to her husband. Here's a fresh batch of locusts. They should slide right down the funnel, and thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but... Not co-discovery. How big of a task is this? First restock the trap that you left empty before. The trick is to remember which one it was. I imagine I restock them now and then I check the traps tomorrow or something? I don't know. The last one I checked was the one that's closest to us, so I could just walk over there, restock it real quick, then come right back, then deal with my authority situation. I'm invested now, I can't just pass this up. 4 skill points. I'll spend my way down to having 1 point remaining, I think, after I deal with this particular conversation. Still, there's a weird system in this game where you're kind of encouraged not to level up because the game the active leveling unlocks white checks, which so you kind of want that kind of becomes like the primary incentive not to level up. to save those opportunities, because once you cap out a skill, you can't do it anymore. That's my issue with Half-Light. The trap stands empty amongst the reeds. No insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds' melancholy rustling. Rain drips from the netting of this one. This was the one. Fantastic. The lieutenant looks at the familiar contraption and shrugs. Release the locust into the empty trap. The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here. Good. Now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? He stops you. Don't answer that, it was a rhetorical question. Well, you know what? I'm gonna return to it right fucking now. I'm gonna talk to Lena about the fact that the trap's restocked, and then I'm gonna assert my authority as best as I can, and then I'm gonna spend a point in authority when it fails, and then I'm gonna try again, and then I'm gonna try again. We'll see how it goes. Oh wait. It's late enough in the day that we should have news. Did you find anything else about the boots? Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating. Was there anything else that you wanted to ask? Oh. There's supposed to be news like a day later. It's definitely, like, at first I was like, okay, it's just later in the day. I probably just have to wait till later in the day, but now it is later in the day. It's almost certainly been 24 hours, so that's just not the set-off. Maybe it's tied to story progress? Or maybe they just project the idea of it being 24 hours, but it's actually way later when it finally happens. Oh, he's gone.
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
I've restocked the empty trap. Where's Morel? Thank you for doing that, dear. She manages to smile for you. Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. She looks down at her hands. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him. It's probably for the best. It's awfully cold out there in these reeds. I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say. Her voice is shaky. What is going on here? So, who's going to check the traps? Morel will eventually. Or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps. The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything. Something tells me it's up to me again. No, she says, insisting now. You don't have to do that. Enough of this fool's errand. Morel will do it. Or Gary. You have work to do. I've wasted enough of your time. Once more to the breach, then. Take it on with undue optimism. That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself. Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up. Lena, what's wrong? You seem different. Different? How? The half moons of her glasses reflect you as she looks up at you. You've given up on the phasmid. I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all. Everyone is now and then. You're in doubt? About what? It's a strange feeling. She looks down, biting her lower lip. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer. Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story or a dream? Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not. But Morel told me you'd seen it. You'd also told me. Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone. You seem to really believe that it happened. Doesn't that count for something? No, sweetie. She shakes her head. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the Phasmid's existence. That I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists that... And for years his belief has made me believe too. But now we're both getting old. And he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. She shakes her head, still unable to meet your eyes. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was. The lieutenant opens his notebook but doesn't write anything. Oh no. First, tell her her marriage hasn't been a lie. Suggestion. Jesus. Tell her her marriage hasn't been a lie. And I'm not ready for it. Okay, it's a false memory. Doesn't mean all cryptids aren't real. Chase another one. Of course not. I didn't mean to say my situation discredits the field. There have been some confirmed discoveries. And a lot of hoaxes too, but still. She looks at the door. Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him back home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary. I was afraid to click that option because if I failed, it might backfire super hard. Like, and like shatter her belief in her own marriage or something. I don't know. It's worrying. Are you sure you don't need help getting to Gary's? Oh no, thank you, but I can get over there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered. She taps her chair. And then a taxi home. It's not so bad. You do that. I'll check the traps one more time. Really? Oh, sweetie. She looks at you, worried. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel. Can I have your address, just in case there's news? Okay. It's 1113 Tabernacle Road, Jamrock, but... It's been a pleasure, ma'am. Likewise, sweetie. She flicks a switch on her chair and the engine turns on with a whir. Thank you for everything, truly. Even though it turned out to be a... The sentence remains unfinished. A waste of time? A lie. A fool's hope, says her lips, moving in silence. Like that? Whoa. Because of how I have the audio mixing set up, the sound effects are really startling when they come up once every 2 hours. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine putters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside it's raining. We should go too. Well, that went in a direction at least, I suppose. Now it's all about this, yeah. Authority. How well can I do this? Let's see, authority is purple, right. Making sure I have the right color selected definitely helps my chances of being able to keep track of these things. -1. Nope. Make sure nothing's reducing it right now. Nope, that's all I got for me right now. What's glowing over here? So there's something new. I'm not sure. I believe I already had these items. We just drowning in experience yet now? Yeah, we are. Alright. I don't think I've tried this yet, right? Because it has such a low chance of success.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
We found a witness, discussed the 8th Hardy, found the strange bullet. We have a decent chance here. Let's establish authority, damn it. Establish authority, yes, authority! Feverish thoughts race through your mind. First you tell me someone's been raped, then you don't say who. That's bullshit. Stomp your feet. Stop shitting your pants. You don't need to know, alright? We took care of it. He repeats, the law handled it, alright? Yeah, you listening? It's done, finito. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm not the law after all. To yourself. Maybe just everyone's been lying to me. You're not the law. I am the law. For God's sake, stop shouting. The man behind the counter shouts. Stop breaking things in my establishment. Stop provoking those oafs. They're not going to give you anything, can't you see? I can't have a police interrogation in here. People are trying to eat. Yeah, well, they're here all the time. I'm gonna tear your stupid hairy head off, Gart. Jesus. This doesn't concern you, cafeteria manager. Of course it concerns me if you make this kind of... Easy, babes. What is this? Titus spreads his arms, smiling gently. I can't have a slap fight in my bar. It's embarrassing. We are deep, deep into the Foss territory, the lieutenant whispers to you, taking a step closer to the door. We need to cool off and re-engage later. Everyone can see you picked some wrong options. Next time you have to come up with better things to say. Next time I have to win the dice roll, silly. That's how this works.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Oh yeah? Boom. Come on again. Authority. As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco. Does this look familiar? Where have I seen this before? You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with almost exclusively men sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time. I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here. Huh? You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand. He leans in. You got a problem with beer now? Yes, but not the point. Not quite there yet. Push on. No, I'm also a big fan of beer. And jerking off instead of helping people. You saying we don't help people? He puts the beer down. I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together. They don't know, man. They weren't here. He turns to you. We had 3 shootings a week. Kids dead. Fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s. Congratulations on the graffito removal. He turns to Titus. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim. So what? What do you want from me? We'll take care of that fuck. He picks the beer back up. Don't let him drink that. One more push, quick. It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help. Titus, he looks at her. She stops mid-sentence. That's it, you got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms. You want to help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, Titus taps his chin with his fist. A freight train of pain, buddy. The lieutenant takes out his notes. What is her name? Ah, it's the first character I met. That's a hard name. Alright, pronounce classe. Come on, come on, you can do this.
Cloche.
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 Cloche. Cloche.
Cloche. Sure, I believe you. That's how this works, basically. Cloche Amando. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. Titus adjusts his cap. That's Amando with an OU. Shit, the girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop. I mean, most people know that at this point. Keep your cool with my cool composure stat. Say, but I already said that I don't remember being a cop. Said that I don't remember reality, and talked about your room and crying. So I'm not handling it very well. I could put a bunch of points into composure, and then you'll see. You'll all see. How much does it go up, by the way? 17%? 28%. It's pretty good, actually. Why not? 58%. Well, that didn't turn out so hot. But hey, now I have level 7 composure. I'm not overly terrified of spending points in this game because I get a new point relatively frequently thanks to my conceptualization bullshit. But also there's so many different skills to put them into that it's all valuable in its own way, you know? It's all differently valuable, I suppose. I can't... fucking failed. Alright, well... makes for a good video, I guess. That tension, and then failure. You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting, and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly. I don't understand what's so cool here. Nothing. He gives you a sideways glance. We just have a few more questions, then we'll be on our way. Calm, normal. Try to forget this little hiccup. So, what was her relationship with the mercenary? Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship. It was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing. Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation. So, the, rape. When was that? He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. He crushes his half-empty beer can. So what does it matter? It would help if we establish a timeline. Alright, 2 weeks maybe? I don't know, I need another beer. He turns to Glenn. Here you go, boss. The tall blonde throws him a can. Titus cracks it open. So, what is your relationship with her? I know her. He looks around with an uncommon silence fills the room. How well do you know her? A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means. Well enough, copper. We parted. She's been here for a few months. He crosses his arms. He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles in his neck tighten. Oh no. I feel like the victim didn't actually rape her, but maybe he did. Because he seems like a real piece of shit. So, she's not from around here? You mean Revicol? Nah, she's an immigrant or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter. Don't you give her any more trouble? The fat guy blurts out. She just had some bad luck, that's all. Shut up, Angie. He slaps his forehead. She doesn't need your help. Taz gives them both a look. They fall silent. You said you partied. Cool. That's cool. What did you mean? What do you think I meant? Was it sex? Yeah, pretty much. So you're saying the two of you were close? No, we just fucked, that's all. He states matter-of-factly. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after, so put your dick away. He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of I don't give a shit. But it's a performance. Ha! I think I know her. You don't know her. You're wrong, I do. Not the way I do. I mean, obviously. Thank you, we'll talk to her. He points his beer can at you. Remember what I said. Freight train of pain. I don't like the sentence, let's go over the rape victim again.
Officer, what was that?
You mean the sweating and fidgeting when he mentioned her name? Yes. I think I know that woman. The victim? Is there something I should know before we talk to her? Whatever you do, don't say the first thing. Jesus Christ, the first thing is a fucking nightmare. Why? 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 I asked her where we are, what city is this, maybe even what year, something like that. He shrugs. That's clearly your interrogation technique. Anything else? She knows I did some pretty crazy stuff before I passed out, that I partied hard and not very mental healthily. So she overheard you, or did you party together? She overheard me listening to music and doing weird things from her room. It's the one next to yours. Anything else? I met her in the hallway after I woke up. Understood. You were not in a good shape Monday. She knows I didn't remember being a cop. Okay. He nods. That's manageable. Let's move on. We'll be alright, Lieutenant. This is nothing. You feel fortified by his assurance. It's going to be alright. Is it though? Nothing? You're still in for a bumpy ride here. Trying to mess up. Yep. The tutorial was a bunch of rope to hang myself with, evidently. The first conversation of the entire game comes back. You thought it was a one-off, didn't you? But it's not. It never is. Why does the smoker on the balcony have a check for composure? Oh, right. I just did a ton of composure points. That's fitting. What is it about the way he carries himself? Could he be a member of the homosexual underground? I don't... It's sad, because in universe there might actually be a homosexual underground, and so it's not nearly as funny. But to hear the sentence "homosexual underground" in 2019 is really funny. Like it's a gay conspiracy. It's the gay agenda. Oh no. Just pointing it out. We're not talking about some kind of cult with members here. You made it up. Oh. Are you part of the homosexual underground? The homosexual underground? The smoker sits up immediately, his eyes wide with amused surprise. A honeyed smile lingers on his lips. Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate? Yes, I want to hear more about this homosexual underground you're part of. Oh, it's a pleasure group. A Sub Rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night. Sometimes even Friday night. What about Thursday night? Or Thursday night, sometimes. The congregating doesn't even end. It carries on into our daily life. He lowers his voice conspiratorially and looks around. But why do you convene? What do you do? Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning. The last things people in Revocol had hold on to. The true symbols of security. The meaning of man and woman, mother and father, the marriage. Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will... It really is the gay agenda. Like a crazy joke about the gay agenda being an actual thing. That's really funny. The future will belong to a circus of identities, just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore. Does it have anything to do with disco? Yes, we also listen to a lot of disco. Some say we engineered disco to spread our vision of a vertiginous, ever-changing society where all there is a razzle-dazzle of gold. We are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. He wiggles his hands. And with mysteries, of course. The mysteries are also of sexual nature, very esoteric. I do like disco. Maybe I should get into it? You can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it. What if I can't remember whether I'm in or not? What if I can't remember anything about my life aside from the fact that I like disco? Beautiful! The smoker crawls up to you like an animal preparing to jump. Beautiful, that's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed. He circles his hands around you. All I have to say is that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here, look. This is gonna be like a 20-hour mind project for me. 20 hours at least. The homosexual underground? This is happening. Alright, absolutely wonderful. A man like you can figure out his sexuality in a working day. It's like this age-old issue of somebody struggling with their sexuality, but our character is such a fucking thought cooker that he can just figure out his entire sexuality if he just, like, flexes his brain for, like, a day. It's like, no, I gotta figure it out. Easy. A man like you can figure out his sexuality in a working day. It won't be 20 hours unless you want to enter the heightened realms of the phantasm erotic afterwards. Then it may be 20 hours or more, but that would be on your time. Bye-bye, Gadam. Oh, this is entertaining. The homosexual underground. Alright, well that's a tongue going into a butthole as far as I can tell. No bonuses for research, but it takes 8 hours. You see mysterious strangers in the night, leaning against unlit doorways, engaged in hushed conversation, a shadowy cabal exchanging looks, whispering in dark alleys and unmarked locales, a radical cell conspiring against the state, and perhaps even against man and woman. Was that a secret handshake? What's going on? Everything about this is really entertaining. Who are these secretive people? How have they accomplished their sinister and world-altering goals? And most importantly, are you one of them? You could be. Maybe you forgot? Alright, that was alright. What was I doing? Alright, I was torn between whether or not I wanted to go upstairs versus get the record so I can do karaoke. But like, Kim's gonna be out in 3 hours. But I could leave karaoke for tomorrow. I'm still waiting to do the karaoke thing. Let's see. Why do I have set of tracks to do? Are we still which set of tracks? Did I already do that one? The padlock door. I haven't even interacted with that yet necessarily. I don't want to incorporate that guy's racism. Go away. I kind of want to mark as don't pay attention to this anymore. Like, you know, don't get rid of them forever. Let me go back to them if I really want to, but like, I want to be able to dismiss some of these because I don't care about them. These are all over the place. And a lot of these things are things I don't actually have an interest in going back to. Who put the clothes in the trash? I actually solved that. That was a surprise. Oh my god. I can't scroll anymore. That's how small the list is getting. I gotta get rid of some of these. Unfortunately, some of these I don't want to get rid of anymore. Because I don't want to do them. A sad song on tape. I still don't have a sad song on tape? I thought I got a tape. Was it not sad? Shit, did I not get it? Oh, did I only find who had it? Oh, I know, here it is. The smallest church in St. Cyan's. The tape you found in a shack on the coast. The A-side has smallest church of St. Cyan's written on it, but the B-side is supposed to be contained in the instrumental version. I can't listen to it without a tape player. A pawn shop. So maybe I already have the tape. Maybe I just need to get the tape player. I do want this karaoke thing to happen, just because I gotta see this play out. See, Kim, we made progress in the case. I make progress every day. It's very important to me. Where are these tracks, though? Are these the tracks? I think these are the tracks. Reconstruct the movement. You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message written in the language of burnt rubber. Some of the rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there. And then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Fencongieren cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager. What happened next? The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south. Must have been in a hurry. This is where I started off with my motor carriage, before sinking in the sea. No wonder the cafeteria manager seemed frustrated when he was giving us directions to the yard. Well, he gestures towards the gaping hole in the fence. You did provide us with a very convenient access point to the crime scene. I think I got it. That's this loose end that we've been waiting for. Not that important at this point. We always saw these, but that was the indication of what exactly path I took before I took off. Learning things. Don't we all like learning things? Anyway, it's about 6 p.m. I have about 3 hours before it's time for Kim to leave, which would be a good time for me to send him off to, deal with the body. I want to buy that boombox. And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, whatever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes. I figure, hey, if I'm getting free rent tonight, I finally don't have to worry about this anymore. I don't have any more of this, unfortunately. This is the reel-to-reel boombox of everyone's youth. A little banged up, a little chipped, and honestly not that loud either. Looks cool though, excels at being carried on the shoulder, allowing you to play audio tape items and blast music into the face of unsuspecting strangers. Ooh. Ooh. I can't wait. The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel is attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader. Press play. You press the large button marked commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing. Press your ear against the speaker. It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing a simple melodic tune, echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in St. Cyans, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad. Within seconds, you know, this is the one, the real shit you've been looking for. The one you trashed your room so that fuck. I don't remember. Clashe. God damn it. Bro, I know they're wrong too. Every time I find any source on how to pronounce something, everyone just says that it's wrong anyway. The one you trashed your room so that Clashe took, the one you trashed your room to that Clashe told you about. Perform it. A click, then silence for a bit. The tape stops spinning. Did I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this. Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like a million times. Yep, they're all here. All 3 verses. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands in your way. What? Gart. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself, let the pain out, make everyone understand. The lieutenant looks at you as you remove the tape from the boombox. He doesn't say anything. Oh, I just have to convince Gart. Wait, are you saying I have to cook this? Oh, I made progress on the fair weather. Gotcha. I was like, do I have to cook the song in my head? Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it. Or, if I run an electric current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you. Ooh. I just gained 2 hand-eye coordination against enemies in FT500 armor, which I guess that means that that's gonna happen, apparently. I guess I'm gonna fight somebody in this armor at some point, so I guess it's probably good that I'm setting myself up to some extent. Huh. What a specific bonus. I still gotta poke my way through these to figure out which one I might want to forget, so I can incorporate some of these other ideas. I've done it though. I also think I've already ingratiated myself to Gart, because I got him the bird. So now, and I paid all my expenses, and I'm not drinking, which he probably doesn't actually check, but you know, I've got some good stuff going on. Oh, is this just what it sounds like now that I have the boombox on my head all the time? This might just be what it sounds like when I carry the boombox around. Change of pace, I suppose. Does the boombox come with any stats? Sometimes they do. Nope, just plays tapes.
Is there something you needed?
Guard, I need to sing karaoke now. No, you don't. It's not happening. He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man. Like, don't acknowledge the karaoke man. Why do you even have the PA system if no one's going to use it? It's for the... He begins confidently, but then stumbles in his own words. It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44. What happened in 44? A lot of people got killed because some asshole wanted to sing karaoke. It's not a prop, it's for your clients. I know it's used. Okay, yes, it's for some clients, he admits reluctantly. I'm a real client, I've paid my bills, and I have the right to use the karaoke machine. Huh. Well, he comes up with a counter-argument. We don't have any tapes. They all got stolen. That's alright. I have my own song with me. Give him the tape for the smallest church of St. Cian's. The man in the vest and the violent shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard. Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. He shakes the tape at you. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine. I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Hee hee hee. Yeah. Oh my god, we're doing this still. Oh, I can't put my thing away because I walked up here. The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly. So are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel. Formidable. Look around the room first. There are some people out there, but mostly a post-meridian slumber has fallen over the premise. Not super lively. It'd be wiser to perform in the evening, no? But the choice is yours. Oh, the evening. It's not late enough yet, apparently. Look, Kim, I'm gonna sing karaoke. I can see that. The lieutenant steps away from the stage, ready for your performance. Test. Immediately a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold on to the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand? Where do you put your hands? Oh no, I'm too close to the mic and there's a hand conundrum. Fuck, testing it fucked everything up. No. No! Interfacing, how could you fuck me? Interfacing, you betrayed me. It's cool, I just gotta come back when it's lively. This feels right, you belong here. Yeah, but I gotta come here at the right time. Or we're in deep shit. I don't want to be in deep shit. Shit. I gotta maximize my drama points too. It's very important. Oh god, I'm gonna be wearing a mesh tank top. Okay, not that one though. That's too much drama. The problem. That's anti-drama. That's a problem too. I also probably put a point in the drama before I do it. I want this to go off without a hitch. But not now. We'll go up and talk to the victim, and later this evening we'll have our moment. Our moment.